Hey gang, Tim Trevathan here with Tim Trevathan Homes, helping people from all over the country make a move and find their dream home. You know, the Atlanta area continues to expand, physically, economically, and culturally. And in 2026, we get to finally enjoy the fruits of our labor. We're getting new and improved green spaces, a metro area that will finally get a downtown, newly built homes in a surprising location, a county whose growth is just exploding, DOT action, and some interesting new laws affecting homeowners that just took effect. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So stick around as I introduce to you 8 new changes you'll start seeing in Atlanta outside the perimeter, all coming up right now. Now, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know I've mentioned Swany, Georgia in at least a couple of them. So the first big change you'll see in 2026 outside the perimeter is taking place to beautify Swany. Swany, Georgia is nestled in Gwinnett County and is one of the most desirable and affordable North Atlanta suburbs. One reason people seek out Swany is that it has 12 distinct city parks and trails of its own, in addition to being in the Gwinnett County Park system. But Swany's newest park additions and updates are huge. The project entails development of 2 new large parks and a renovation to a couple others to fully revitalize and give Swany a true downtown with emphasis on leisure. Town Center on Main and Delay Nature Park, adjacent to one another with a combined 28 acres, are meant for recreation activity as well as natural scenic walking trails. Playtown Swany was just renovated with almost an acres of swing, slides, sandboxes, and other family fun. But an important and not to be overlooked Main Street Park, created as Swany's original park 30 years ago, has been patiently waiting for a much needed facelift. And now, the city of Swany has begun the renovation to update landscaping, resurface and update the basketball court, and create additional grassy areas and new sidewalks. There will be plenty of seating and parking, and all of this is expected to be completed late spring or early summer of 2026. Yes, Swany's new downtown social center is ready for its close-up. The second big change coming in 2026 outside Atlanta's perimeter is a gigantic downtown development in Johns Creek, Georgia, and things are moving fast. It's all centered around the new transformation of 192 acres of a previously underutilized area into a central hub called Johns Creek Town Center. Now, don't confuse Johns Creek's Town Center with the park in Swany. Johns Creek's Town Center is on land at Medlock Bridge Road, McGinnis Ferry, and Johns Creek Parkway. Johns Creek Town Center will establish a truly vibrant, walkable city center featuring a new 40-acre mixed-use retail district. Close to that, the boardwalk at Town Center is being created as a huge area of green spaces featuring pedestrian parkways, a lakefront amphitheater, and pond overlooks. But perhaps the most anticipated and core feature of Town Center is a mixed-use project built on 43 acres of land. This part is called Medley. Just imagine, if you will, 200,000 square feet of retail, restaurant, and entertainment concepts. 110,000 square feet of office space, a gorgeous new hotel, and just so you're never far from home after working or shopping, 900 residential units of a mixture of townhomes and luxury multifamily homes, all in the same luxurious locale. A good comparison would be the well-established and highly successful Avalon in Alpharetta, Georgia. It's not just a little village for those who live there. People make it a point to drive to Avalon for quality shopping and fine dining or a movie. And Medley, without even being complete, has already signed as tenants Sephora, High County Outfitters, CRU Food and Wine Bar, Summit Coffee, and Five Daughters Bakery, just to drop a few names. And there are many more to come. Improvements will include new pedestrian tunnels and pathways to make the area even more walkable and connected. The boardwalk at Town Center Park is expected to open in summer of 2026. Medley's first phase is slated for fall 2026, and we can't wait. I mentioned Alpharetta a moment ago, so gather around for number 3 on our list. If you thought Alpharetta was as developed as it possibly could be and that no one is building residences there anymore, have I got a surprise for you. Just off Georgia 400 at Haynesbridge Road is a wonderful new residential community called The Gathering, Alpharetta. This neighborhood of new construction homes is close enough to North Point Mall, downtown Alpharetta, and Avalon that you can easily enjoy upscale shopping, dining, or entertaining options, but with your own luxury enclave to unwind and relax. The Gathering Alpharetta, a Brock-built community, offers an array of both single-family homes and townhomes with an unparalleled indoor and outdoor experience in the heart of Alpharetta. There are homes for sale right now and plenty of buildable plans for your own customization in 2026. They start at $589,900 and go up to $1.6 million, and each well-appointed townhome or single-family home has 2 to 5 bedrooms and bathrooms and 3 to 4 stories. Each home includes unique features such as flex spaces, KitchenAid appliances, oversized island, 2-car attached garages. There's even a 3-story home that comes with a private elevator. Step outside to a community garden, pond, inviting green spaces, an exercise loop, and integration with the Alpha Loop path, giving you serious options for outdoor leisure and enjoyment. So who said no one was building new homes in Alpharetta any longer? Because with the right kind of thoughtful interior and exterior features and a killer location, the Gathering Alpharetta may just prove everyone wrong. But maybe North Fulton County isn't your cup of tea. If you prefer to live a bit farther north, yet conveniently just off Georgia 400, in Forsyth County, there are plenty of other developments in Cumming, Georgia, 2 of which are open or will be opening in 2026. And for those of us who have been holding our collective breath, we can finally exhale. Number 4 on our list, the crossing at Cobb Mountain, with phase 1 ready in late summer of 2026. This will include retail plaza with around 47,000 square feet to be filled as roughly 60% restaurants and bars, 40% shops, including spas, salons, fitness centers, and a 20,000 square foot pad for a small grocery or market. Add to that a new luxury apartment complex, a mixed-use building with vertical construction on the main building featuring retail, residences, and offices, and the first phase of luxury single-family homes from Toll Brothers, part of the larger project with over 400 homes and townhomes. Due to all the growth, improvements to essential roads, utilities, and supporting infrastructure for the aforementioned phase 1 will also be in place this year. And speaking of Toll Brothers, make sure to check out my other video on Ledgestone, which is the new community being built in Lawrenceville. Already 20 homes have gone under contract before they've even been released to the public. Check out that video right here. And keep in mind, this is just the kickoff of a massive 140-acre mixed-use community designed as a walkable town center, featuring residences, apartments, for sale homes, retail, dining, entertainment, and green spaces for community gathering. So be on the lookout for the 2026 rollout of phase 1 of the crossing at Cobb Mountain in Cumming, Forsyth County, Georgia. Now, I mentioned that Cumming, Georgia is undergoing unbelievable construction and new development. No surprise, because Forsyth County has probably more undeveloped land than any area of Metro Atlanta. And just a little north of the Cobb Mountain area, you will find extremely desirable land noted for its scenic natural landscape. Lake Lanier, Dawson Forest, Shawnee Mountain Preserve, Gibbs Gardens, and multiple golf courses are nearby. It may appear a little far out, but trust me when I tell you that Cumming, Georgia is what everybody is talking about in 2026. And the new community I'm going to tell you about next is a highly desirable sanctuary, yet in very close proximity to shopping and dining in Cumming. And of course, Georgia 400 for easy commutes to Alpharetta or even Atlanta. The next big change you'll see completed in 2026 outside the perimeter for number 5 on our list is the new single-family home development called Meadow Brook Farms. This community of 80-plus dwellings is a product of David Weekley Homes, so you can expect his award-winning farmhouse style and well-appointed features like gourmet kitchens, high ceilings, recessed lighting, plenty of windows that let in natural light, and each home is being built on spacious 1-acre lots. Yes! Starting in the mid-600,000 range, Meadow Brook Farms homes boast 3,000 to 4,000 square feet, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and even 3 and 4 car garages. That's right, 4 car garages. Outside your abode, you can enjoy a pool, cabana, a whimsical fort-themed playground, plenty of sidewalks and trails, not to mention golf courses, entertainment, and shopping nearby, all while still being in the metro Atlanta area and in close proximity to the technology corridor along Georgia 400. Several homes will be ready for move-in in February and March, with more homes being completed in the spring. Meadow Brook Farms is one of the more exciting communities coming outside the perimeter in 2026, and who knows, it may be just right for you. For the next change, you had to know that Atlanta area traffic will only get worse as we develop further. Fortunately, the Georgia DOT, Department of Transportation, has got your back. Number 6 on our list of 8 new changes coming to Atlanta OTP will be interstate widening and express lanes. There have already been road widening efforts in progress, such as SR20 that connects Woodstock to Cumming, running east-west, and I-85 and I-75 on the north side of town are widening, where I-285 connects to I-20, both on the east side and west side. Those interchanges are getting complete reconstruction. In the top end of the perimeter, the west and east sides are getting express lanes. And so is Georgia 400. That's right, 400 just might become a toll road once again, but for express commute. But we're a couple years away from that. Right now, you're seeing trees being cleared and various stages of road work all over Atlanta and outside the perimeter. But lane closures are frequently done at night, and the GDOT, Georgia Department of Transportation, have kept up with our population demands. Just ask any local. The I-285 at 400 interchanges used to be a mess. Now it's one of the smoothest and most enviable commutes in the metro area. Whew. All right, so let's move on to some fun stuff. For our number 7 of new changes coming to Metro Atlanta outside the perimeter, events. Because the area outside the perimeter are so desirable to live in, there are a number of arenas that have attracted some major sports, concerts, and shows. Just off I-85 in Duluth is the Gas South Arena, which welcomes trade shows and conventions along with sports and entertainment. In January, the North Atlanta Home Show was a huge success. And Gas South Arena is the home of our ECHL hockey team, the Atlanta Gladiators. The games are affordable and the arena couldn't be more welcoming. If you like professional volleyball, you can also see the Atlanta Vibe games, as this is their home arena too. One note on the hockey team, I even went to a game on a Thursday at 10 a.m. They called it a kids day, where they allowed some of the elementary schools to come and view the match, while me and my wife took the day off, different kind of work schedule. We were able to go during that time period, and it was great because it wasn't packed during the day. And the Gas South Arena is hosting musical events too, like Josh Groban and Jennifer Hudson, June 17th, and Megan Trainor's The Get In Girl Tour, July 25th. And don't forget to check OTP venues for more music. Also in Gwinnett County, downtown Norcross will bring you a cultural phenomenon, Irish Fest, on March 8th. Then there's JordanCon, April 17th through the 19th at Crowne Plaza, Atlanta, or AAA Ball at Coolray Field for the Atlanta Stripers action. Just a host of fun things to see and do outside the perimeter all year long. So finally, number 8, and the final of the changes coming to Atlanta in 2026, and this is actually statewide, new laws passed that took effect on January 1st. Granted, they're not sexy by any means, but pay attention, because what I'll mention here are a few changes to protective laws that will have an impact on you, whether you're contemplating homeownership in Georgia, driving and registering a car here, or moving to Georgia as a CPA, or even if you're having a dental emergency. No, you heard that right, and this is one you'll be able to sink your teeth into. First up, pay attention, home buyers. A new law has mandated homeowner insurance companies to provide more notice before canceling a policy. Previously, only 30 days notice was the requirement, but starting January 1st, 2026, homeowner insurance companies must provide a full 60-day notice that they intend to cancel a policy that was issued after January 1st. Also of interest to homeowners, HVAC warranties will automatically transfer to the new owner when a house is sold. HVAC meaning the heating and the air conditioning. This in particular is a big relief in Georgia, as it was not automatic and sometimes had to be negotiated, then hurriedly arranged prior to closing. It has not always been easy to implement at the last minute, but starting with any HVAC system sold after January 1st, any manufacturer warranty automatically transfers to the new owner when the house is sold. In addition, warranties take effect on the actual installation date, not later. So these new laws to home warranty policies are very welcoming changes for Georgians in 2026. Now, while no one likes to think about natural disasters, there are a couple of bills taking effect, and one of the most notable new laws authorizes taxpayers to establish a catastrophe savings account and provides for its regulations, such as how much may be contributed to such an account, along with specific inheritance provisions. So you'll want to consult with your estate planning professionals for more specific guidelines. Again, not exciting, but this is thoughtful and high impact legislation. If you're buying a car in Georgia starting in 2026, third-party vendors can now issue temporary license plates electronically, much preferable to the temporary, flimsy dealer plates attached. Vehicle dealers will have the whole scoop on dealer tags that are issued, so you won't have to worry about it. Another new and related law. People will be prohibited from registering their vehicles to business entities simply to avoid taxes. Here's an interesting car-related new law. Booting companies must receive formal permits and follow new posting rules. No more surprises for leaving your car someplace, such as Pond City Market, although that is ITP. And there are plenty of other statewide rules that pass and will begin taking effect in 2026. So I encourage you to do some research into those if you have a stake in environmental and waste regulation changes, employment, professional licensing, health services, accounting, tax money, or other property and business incentives. Now, I'm going to leave you here with a couple of fun ones I think are absolute game changers for the general public in Georgia. Starting January 1st, Georgia authorized the practice of teledentistry, allowing dentists to reach patients wherever they are for second opinions, evaluations, etc. It's not meant to replace in-office care completely and will obviously need regulation, but this is an exciting win for healthcare in Georgia that took effect January 1st, 2026. The other new law of note impacts both the economy and education for professionals in the state beginning January 1st, and that is the Georgia-made changes to CPA license requirements to create alternative pathways for people to become certified public accountants. The new law also makes it much easier for established out-of-state CPAs to transfer their accreditation to Georgia. Laws like these make Georgia a leader and trendsetter in the South for similar lawmaking. Wasn't that fun? 8 of the most exciting changes coming to Atlanta outside the perimeter in 2026. Some of these developments will influence where and how we live along with how we work. So I'm Tim Trevathan, your real estate expert in Atlanta. I help people from all over the country make a move and find their dream home. So don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions. I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. We'd love to be able to answer. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button so you can learn all that's happening in Atlanta and Atlanta real estate. Until then, catch you on the next video.